This is a lively group for late in the day. Okay, I'm Jean Morrison, and as the Provost and Chief Academic Officer for Boston University, it's my great pleasure to welcome so many bright, talented new faces, proud family members, and distinguished guests to the Boston University campus. I'm joined here on the platform by Mayor of Boston, Marty Walsh, and by our student speaker, Menino Scholar John O'Brien, class of BU 2019. This is a very special event for us each year at Boston University, and a chance to celebrate the very hard work that each of you in this room did to get here. Your being here is a reflection of your commitment, not only to academic excellence, but to all of your efforts in your classrooms, your churches, and your communities. And of course, it's also a terrific reflection on your families and your loved ones. Tonight, we're going to recognize 29 Thomas M. Menino Scholarship awardees. Over 4 years, the value of the full tuition merit scholarships that these students have been awarded will total to more than $6 million. Tonight, we're going to recognize 38 recipients of our Boston High School Community Service Awards. The Community Service Awards program, now in its 10th year, is an expansion of our scholarship programs. Boston University meets the full demonstrated financial need of Boston Public School graduates who've been admitted to Boston University, and we do so without loans. Over 4 years, the value of this assistance will total more than $6.5 million. Recipients of this aid make a commitment to perform community service during their time at BU. Since 1973, when our 7th president, John Silber, created the Boston Scholars Program, which we renamed in 2013 to honor Mayor Menino, Boston University has committed nearly $170 million to scholarships from Boston Public School graduates. And I think that's worth a round of acknowledgement. It demonstrates our commitment. So to all of you here tonight, congratulations. By entering into these special programs, you're now standard bearers for Boston University, both as students and as citizens. It will be your responsibility in the years ahead to work hard in class and to set an exemplary standard of conduct. And you'll also have the opportunity to take advantage of some incredibly unique experiences. As BU students, you'll have access to some of the nation's premier research facilities, to an incredible wealth of diverse intellectual opportunities, and to the unrivaled array of historic and cultural offerings that the city of Boston places right at your doorstep. If I were to offer just one piece of advice, it would be this: seize every last opportunity and absorb as much as you can. Take advantage of our global opportunities. BU offers a wide range of study abroad opportunities with over 100 programs in more than 30 cities on 6 different continents. And I encourage you to pursue one of these over the next 4 years. Become involved in the community. Take part in a rewarding volunteer program or student organization. We have more than 400 organizations here on campus that provide every sort of activity, from music and dance to political, cultural, and professional activities. And then finally, if you haven't already done so, get to know one another. You will find that some of your closest friends that you'll keep for the rest of your life are likely sitting with you in these first few rows here today. You each bring your own unique backgrounds and perspectives as students, as volunteers, as athletes, artists, and aspiring professionals. At this event each year, we like to invite a current BU student who is a Boston Public Schools graduate and Menino Scholar to offer some insight about what you might expect as you look forward to beginning your studies in the fall. John O'Brien, class of 2019, is a student in the College of Arts and Sciences, and he's studying international relations. He's a graduate of Boston Latin Academy. While at BU, he has studied and interned abroad. He was just in Paris, I learned, for a semester, which is a spectacular study abroad place. He was a City Scholars Summer Fellow in 2017 in City Councilor Michelle Wu's office, and served as a Menino Scholar Orientation Assistant last summer. So it's my pleasure to welcome to the podium John O'Brien. John?
Well, thank you. I didn't know you knew that much about me. So hello, my name's John O'Brien, and like Provost said, I graduated from Boston Latin Academy in 2015 and became a part of BU's Menino class in 2019 as an international relations major and French major in the Pardee School of Global Studies after making the life-altering 15-minute move from West Roxbury to Comm Ave. And I first just want to offer my congratulations and welcome you all to BU. And I don't know if you know, but it's not that easy to write a speech, and I was trying to wrap my brain around what I would say here, and I came up with this lengthy, quite boring chronological account of my BU experience. But I decided to distill it down to just 2 lessons that I've learned that I hope will maybe stick with some of you. And the first one is about doing things yourself. We've all heard the expression, if you want to get something done right, you do it yourself. And I think that's painfully true in college and in professional life. Unlike high school, no one's going to tell you to go to class, no one's going to tell you to get involved, and most importantly, no one is going to guide yourself better than you can. It's up to you to figure out what you like and what you don't like, but more importantly, to act on it. To seek opportunity and find them, because they're not just going to find you. After realizing that, I knew I wanted to see a more positive change in the city, and I began to seek those out myself. Like was said, I interned for then Council President Michelle Wu, and I worked with a graduate student on climate equity and climate justice to submit a council report, because we knew, and everyone else should know, that those most affected by climate change are also those who are least equipped to deal with the challenges that it presents, because not everyone can afford fancy hybrid cars and solar panels. And this summer, again, I am at City Hall, this time in the Office of Economic Development, working on projects ranging from gentrification mitigation in the development of Upham's Corner to responding to large-scale city bids to entities such as Amazon or the US Army. And it was that daunting freedom that BU kind of slapped me in the face with that made me do all these things and make me get out of bed. And the next lesson I want to talk about is just fear, and more importantly, the surmounting of it. I think it goes together with the first point, that fear is inevitable in pushing yourself. As an introvert, being up here is terrifying. But you nor I have to be fearless, because I don't really think that's possible. Because courage isn't about the absence of fear, it's about acting in spite of fear. And with my Menino scholarship, I have been lucky enough to study abroad twice, both times in France, because I guess I liked it. And my first time abroad was spent in the small alpine city of Grenoble, where all my classes were in French, and I had gone not really knowing anyone. And it was difficult to express myself and difficult in my classes, but day by day, those large-scale hurdles just became small inconveniences, and I began to feel comfort in my discomfort and unafraid of my fears. And to get to the point, it was scary, and I was a fish out of water, but I made friends from all over the world. I traveled to 15 countries. I slept in the Sahara Desert for 3 days, and that would have never happened if I had let my fears inhibit me from seizing the opportunities that BU had offered me. And taking that to heart, I decided to return to France my junior year, this time working in a LGBT rights, human rights NGO. And I found myself in rooms with important people in human rights advocacy and the halls of the UN and the OECD. And it was really strange, but I realized that I was there too, and that despite the dauntingness of it all, that I was growing and I was learning in a way that wouldn't have been possible if I stayed inside my comfort zone. And I think that's the same thing I knew to be true when I came out to my family a little over 6 years ago. And I just want to leave you with a little bit of advice that was given to me during my time in Paris. At my internship, we frequently worked with refugees and asylum seekers who were expelled from their country due to their sexual orientation. And I met this one guy named Mohammed, who was an Egyptian activist who was escaping to France because he was targeted by the government because he was promoting deviant activity. And knowing me to be an American, a country of near utopic LGBT rights in comparison, which is hard to believe nowadays, but it's true, he said to me, look, fight your battles, but keep them in perspective, to see more what you have and not what you have not. And as a rising senior now, I look back on the things I've done and the opportunities I have, and I see those things clearly. So now I ask all of you guys to look at what you have at your fingertips and see those things clearly and ask yourself, what are you going to do with it? And my advice is just to push through your fears and make sure to do it yourself. So congratulations again, and thank you.
Thank you, John. Very, very nicely done. So tonight, we're honored to have the Mayor of Boston, Marty Walsh, joining us to share his own experience and words of encouragement as you take this next step in your academic careers. A Dorchester native and past member of the Massachusetts House of Representatives, Mayor Walsh is the 54th mayor of Boston and has served in his current role since 2014. Please join me, everyone, in welcoming to the podium Mayor Marty Walsh. Mr. Mayor?
Thank you very much, Provost. I appreciate it. I would thank you, Michael Dennehy, as well, and everyone here at BU for the scholarships that are being awarded tonight and for the great things that BU does in the city of Boston. John, you don't seem too shy, so I'm going to have you at a meeting someday soon in City Hall. But you're going to the senior year, right? So you think about John, Latin Academy, it's a few Latin Academy grads here. In 3 years, what he had a chance to experience. Many people don't experience that in a lifetime. And that's an opportunity for all of you to be able to really see what he's done and take advantage of the opportunities here at the school, whether it's traveling abroad and going and experiencing different cultures, different cities, working in City Hall, whether it's for a city council or for the mayor's office or for different offices or maybe even at the State House. They're incredible opportunities that you have, because what John is doing, even though he might not realize it, he's helping shape politics and policy. And it's important because he brings to the office something that we all try to experience is his usefulness, but also the experience that he has in college and understanding what young people are looking for today and what the future is for tomorrow. So take advantage of what John talked about. Take advantage of the experiences that he's had, because it truly is amazing. And congratulations. It's a pretty well accomplished, great accomplishments. And we should thank him. And to all the families here, congratulations. And to all the scholars here, congratulations. And I was looking at my notes before I came in here, and I'm pretty excited because of all the students, 23% of the students here are immigrants. 53% are first generation like me. In Boston, 28% of the people live in our city are immigrants. And 48% of the people live in the city of Boston are first generation. So you are a microcosm of what the city of Boston looks like. And it's something you should be proud of. As a son of 2 immigrants, my parents are from Ireland, I'm proud of the fact that I'm a son of immigrants. And today, what's happening in the world, I'm not getting into a political speech, but what's happening in the world today and what's happening in the United States, in my opinion, is sad in a lot of different ways. And the fact that my parents came from another country and fought hard to make sure that their 2 sons would be successful, or at least have something, and one of them go to college and graduate, that was important to my family, and I know it's important for all of you, whether you're first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation, and if your family came up in the Mayflower. I don't know if you're here. You're probably at a different school, but if you did, congratulations. There's a school down the street across the river. I think they all go there. But I want to congratulate all of you because we are incredibly proud of who you are and what you stand for and the different cultures and nationalities that you are here today and that you represent. So congratulations. Your education is a tool to succeed. There's no question about it. And in the city of Boston. Just real quick, I'm not going to go into my whole story, but when I was in your seats or your grade, I didn't get into Suffolk University. I didn't get into a lot of the college I want to go to because I wasn't focused on my education. And I ended up going to Quincy Junior College for a year, and I realized when I was there I could do the work, and I went to Suffolk University for a semester, and then I dropped out of school, and it was a mistake. And when I sit up here, I get jealous, not jealous, but I get envious because I realize that if I had the opportunity to go to college and follow what I wanted to, my path, who knows where it would have taken me. Now, I am the mayor of Boston, so something went right. And some days something went right, some days some things didn't go right. But you make decisions in life. And in my decision, I got elected to the House of Representatives in 1997, and at the same time I went back to Boston College at night, and I got my degree. And I think about how proud I was to get the degree, working in the daytime and working at night and getting my degree and studying and doing all the classes that you guys will be doing. And I realize how proud I am. I'm proud of that degree. And I'm proud of that degree because it helped shape who I am today, because life isn't always easy. I tell you that because there's going to be decisions and choices that you're going to have to make when you're in college. And just think through those decisions, because you made a lot of right decisions to get here. You made a lot of right decisions to be accepted and get scholarships in this great school. And you also have a tremendous opportunity in front of you to do whatever you want to do and follow your dream, and don't let anyone tell you you can't achieve it. Because the worst thing that can happen if you follow your dream and you don't achieve it, you have no regrets of trying to get there. And that happened to me when I ran for state representative. People said, you're not going to win, you can't win. And I said, I'm going to win, I want to win, I had a desire to win. People said to me when I graduated Boston College, my last class, I got in my car and I called my mother and I said, Mom, I graduated, I finished my degree at BC tonight, my last class, and she was so happy. And then I called two people that challenged me when I dropped out of school, saying, you'll never go back to college. And I called them, not to rub in their face, but I called them to thank them. Because for a lot of years, they were in my head saying, you'll never go back to school, you'll never go back to school. And there were times where, honestly, I wanted to quit. But I also understood how important it was to get the degree and take advantage of the opportunities. And the people, as John said, the people you meet here, I think either John or the Provost said it, the people you meet here, they're going to be your friends forever. And I met some incredible people going to school at Boston College at night, and some of them are still my friends today. So take advantage of these opportunities. Before long, a lot of you, as you continue your education, it goes by fast. You're going to make discoveries. You're going to be starting businesses. You're going to be helping patients. You're going to be doing work that drives our economy. You're also going to be part of the cycle of success in our city, and that is really important. If you go into City Hall, a lot of the people around me are young. They're young, and I'm not afraid to take a chance on somebody young. When I first got elected mayor, I brought in a chief of staff. He was 27 years old. He was only out of college about 6 years. People said he's too young, he can't do the job. For 4 years, we've had the greatest economy in the history of Boston, pretty much. We've been able to add 100,000 new jobs, been able to build all kinds of new housing. We've been able to fight and work on the climate. We've been able to fight and work on a whole bunch of issues. When immigration and refugees and Muslims were under attack this year, we're able to stand up and push back and fight back. That young man that worked in my office is now running for Congress, and he's taking the next step in his life, and he's not settling. And that's something that all of you in this room, none of you in this room should ever settle. You should continue to move forward and push yourself to do great things. This is an incredible opportunity. I just want to talk about BU real quickly. So my second inauguration, which was January 1st, I got sworn in at the Emerson Theater, Cutler Majestic Theater, and I stood on the stage and I thanked Boston for electing me, and I thanked the college universities for helping us with their kids, because a lot of our colleges in Boston don't get the fair shake a lot because of the opportunities they provide. But I pointed out one school in particular. I pointed out BU because of the amount of scholarships that BU gives to the kids in Boston. Whether you're a public school or a Catholic school or a charter school or private school, it doesn't matter, as long as young people have the access to the school. And I want to thank Boston University for continuing the great tradition in this school for many, many years through many, many different mayors for giving young people the opportunity. First time I heard of the BU Scholarship Program was in 1980, when a friend of mine was going to, she received, I think it was a Connell Madero Scholarship from MRM, and her license plate is BU84, because she remembers how important it was for her. So it's great to see that this great tradition continues. To all the parents out there, I don't have to say this to you, I know you're proud. I know you're proud of these scholars. I know you're proud of your children for being able to be here at this date. And I can tell you one thing, You do not have to worry about these kids on Friday night. They will be in the library at Boston University. It's mandatory. Right, John? Yeah. So everyone will be there in the library. They'll be in the library. So I am grateful. I am grateful for all of you, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity as the mayor of Boston to be speaking here today. The last message I have for you is very simple. Follow your dream. If I didn't follow my dream, I would not be standing up here as the mayor of the city of Boston talking to all you great scholars tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Walsh, for those timely and inspirational remarks. And we will be checking the library on Friday nights. So before we bring everyone up, I want to acknowledge and thank members of the Menino Scholars Selection Committee, which is a joint effort of the BU and the Boston Public Schools. This year's panel members are John McEachern, the Director of Admissions for Boston University, Michael Dennehy, Executive Director for College Access and Student Success at BU Wheelock College of Education and Human Development, Christopher Down, Associate Director for Scholarships at BU, Shanita Graham, Associate Director of Multicultural Recruitment at BU, and Catherine Chu, Director of Guidance for Boston Public Schools. So to all of you, thank you for the service in this important role. So round of applause for the committee. So now I'd like to ask Mike Dennehy, Executive Director of College Access, to come up to the podium and present this year's scholarships awards. Mike?
Thank you, Provost Morrison, and I'd like to extend my congratulations to both the Menino and Community Service Scholars. If I could ask the Menino Scholars to please stand in the front row. And please come to the podium, to the stage when you hear your name. Give you a second to get set. They're reverse ordering. They're coming up this side. Yep. Johan Antoine. Wan Yi Chen. Chukwanonzo Chukwujama. Leonora Davis. Michael Harkes. Cassie Huang. Jamie Huang. Hannah Hui. Amy Ko. Tina Lee. Yinghee Leung. Melody Lee. Wukong Lee. Lindsay Lucas. Mia McCarthy. Winnie May. John Mikilskis. Avi Nguyen. Victoria Nguyen. Maya Pan. Amy Fan. Elizabeth Quinn. Andrew Riley. Abdul Malik Talil. Emily Trong. Kevin Tu. Lucia Villalonga. Stephen Wong. And Ying Yang. It's now my pleasure to ask Claire Fitzgerald, who's the program manager in the College Access Office in the Wheelock College of Education, and serves as program manager for the Community Service Scholars, to come and ask those students to come to the podium. Claire?
Thank you, Mike. Melissa Alvarado. Jacqueline Bowie. Shaneka Burkett. Nujat Chaudhry. Christopher Dew. Celine Doan. Connor Duggan. Carvins Felix. Jessica Gill. Lena Huang. Albana Haisa. Christopher Iturralde. Tang Lei. Jackie Lynn. Garwei Mai. Christian Maldonado. Mariah Mansour. Nicole Milos. Ashley Montiel. Brooke Morrison. Stephanie Ortega Trujillo. Arya Scopa. Julia Sullivan. Brian Sato. Alfred Yan. Ping Ting Yan. Yayuan Yuan. Rose Zheng.
All right, so congratulations again to all of you. It's a really wonderful achievement. So this concludes our formal ceremony. I'd like to invite all of you and our guests to join us out in the atrium for a reception. Finally, I would ask that, that all of the awardees try to go up on the big staircase out there. We will take a group picture with all of you. Please join me in thanking our student speaker, John O'Brien, first. And our mayor, Marty Walsh. Thank you, Mayor Walsh.